was Exhibit A. Recently that's been happening quite a lot. I've been getting into a programme or a book or a film or something like that, and then I realised, before I've even finished the first one, that there's another one. The problem with me is that I always end up getting into something like really late. Like the other day I watched Inception for the first time, and I didn't realise that that came out in 2010. Bearing in mind that it's now 2015 and I have only just seen Inception. I'm pretty disappointed in myself. And another thing, I'm only on season 1 of The Walking Dead, and that has been going for so long. I did start watching The Walking Dead on Sky box sets on the TV, and I was getting through them quite easily. I got through 4 episodes the first season. I was like, yeah, this is great. And then it went off Sky box sets. Like, why would you even do that? Like, I was just getting into it and everything, and then that happened. So now you could say, oh, just watch it online, but I really hate watching stuff online. Like, I prefer watching something on the TV instead of on my laptop, because you don't get the same atmosphere or the same effect if you watch it from your laptop. I don't think anyway. You probably think I'm stupid. Okay, fair enough. And as all the fangirls are probably hyping about right now, Orange is the New Black is on the 3rd season. I wanted to watch this when it first came out, but I didn't have Netflix and I was too lazy / poor to buy Netflix, so I didn't. But now everyone's been getting into it, been talking about it. I was like, I want to know what all this hype is about. So I went online, I watched it, and it was so good. I can honestly say that that is one of the fastest times that I've ever watched a TV show in before, because it was that great, if that makes sense. Don't even get me started on Game of Thrones. I actually remember when the TV show first came out and I was like, oh, that looks pretty good. I think I'd be quite into that fantasy kind of stuff. So I decided that I was going to read the books first, because I tend to do that with like films and things. So I'd read the books first and then watch the TV show. And then I realised that like one of the books was about the size of 10 Bibles, and then gave up and never watched the TV show since. So I think you're starting to see my dilemma. Every time I try to watch something or read something or get into like the trend that's going on at the minute, I'm always behind, like all the time, and I'll always end up having to try and catch up with everyone else before like the new season comes out or the new book comes out or the new film comes out, and I'm always really behind because I want to know what's going on. I want to be in the conversation of what people's talking about. The only time that I actually beat the trend was with the Hunger Games. That was before they'd like even announced that the films were coming out, and I saw that in the library at our school they had it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I remember reading about that. It sounds really interesting, I'm going to read it. I told everyone else about it and I was like, you got to read this book, it's so cool. And then everybody else started reading it, and then the trend spread, and then the film came out and it just went and everybody watched it. I feel kind of proud that I was like one of the first people in my school that ever read the Hunger Games. Like, I wouldn't class myself as a trendsetter, but that time I did. And to be honest, I only really got into YouTube about a year ago. Like, I'd use it for like random videos and stuff, but I was never like a constant subscriber, follower, fan of certain YouTubers. Only now do I realise how awful my life would have been without people like Dan and Phil and Tyler Oakley, who absolutely make my day on a regular basis, and I am forever thankful for them inspiring me to do YouTube videos and just generally entertaining like the whole world. So the moral of this story is that it's acceptable to sacrifice your social life in order to keep up with the latest things. So thanks for watching, guys. As always, like, comment and subscribe, and also I will leave my Twitter in the description so you can follow me on there. If you want to ask me anything or have any feedback or suggestions, I'm open to any feedback, so leave that in the comments below. I will try to be uploading videos every Friday, so stay tuned for those. And as always, I will see you next week. Goodbye!